Welcome to Born for Greatness, a Rev'd Podcast here to inspire you to pursue your greatest potential. I'm Clyde Sims.
And I'm Alyssa Panozzi.
We're your hosts.
Together, we're sitting down with courageous, inspiring, and resilient individuals to hear about their journeys towards greatness.
And now we're joined by Jordan Gularek. Jordan, thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right. So Jordan, father of one, right?
Father of one, Bowen.
He's two. Bowen's
He's
two?
2.5. He's going to be 3 in July.
3 in July. Okay.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And you got one on the way.
We got one, another boy.
Another boy.
In October.
October. Okay. Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats. All right. So let's get to it. We got an icebreaker, all right?
Go for it.
Icebreaker. We got a little game.
Okay.
Really easy. Really easy. It's called Greatness or Fakeness. Greatness. I'm just going to name something. All right. I'm going to name something. Greatness is great. It's awesome. You're a big fan. Fakeness, not so much. All right.
Got it.
Simple. All right. Cool Whip.
Cool Whip. Greatness.
And a lot of these are dad,
Okay.
about being a dad. All right. So
Okay.
think Bowen. Cool Whip.
Yes, he loves Cool Whip. This is when he was really, he doesn't eat. Let's be for real. So
I'm glad to hear that. Actually,
we were able to only for a few weeks only have him eat nothing but Cool Whip. So it helped us out tremendously in the past.
So greatness.
Greatness.
All right.
Absolutely greatness.
Barbie. Trick question.
Great. I'm gonna say greatness. If my child wants to play with Barbie, I should not have any reason why he shouldn't. Right now he's in monster trucks, so next week it could be Barbies. So yeah, greatness.
So it switches a lot.
Right now he's all monster trucks. So
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know when that's gonna switch.
Yeah.
So
All right. All right. Screen time restrictions.
I'm gonna still say greatness. My wife wants my kid not to be on the screen constantly. For me, it helps me out tremendously. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with what my wife wants to
Always
do
smart.
at home.
This is Father's Day.
It is Father's
That's
Day,
true.
but happy wife, happy life.
Yes,
I'm gonna
Okay.
say
sir.
greatness on that one.
Greatness. All right. All right. Matching outfits.
Absolutely greatness.
Yes.
Every chance I get. Every chance I get. If I have Vineyard Vines on, but if we go to Vineyard Vines, I'm gonna get a small long sleeve shirt for him and a long sleeve shirt for myself.
Okay.
As much as possible, especially at this time of his age. Like he doesn't care. So
Yeah.
when he gets older, he's gonna say, "Dad, stop." But
Okay.
for now,
So-
it's absolutely great.
Okay. So Vineyard holds like the same shirt in
Yes.
adult. Okay. What about any other brands? Do that? I'm asking for a
Help
friend.
me out. I don't know. Help me out. Any?
I don't know.
Target.
Do they?
Target,
Target
yeah.
does?
More
Okay.
pajamas than
Yeah.
real outfits, but
I mean,
definitely Target.
know-
Old Navy.
Old Navy
Old
does.
Navy,
Yes,
all
yes,
right.
yes.
All right.
Yeah. So
Good to know. Good to know. All right. Coco Melon.
He's fakeness. He
Yeah?
is absolutely. He's watched it one time. He hated it tremendously.
What?
He's
Oh.
Man.
He's a huge Blippi fan. I don't know if you guys
okay.
heard of
Yeah.
Blippi.
What's your thoughts on that?
I think of him as the new Pee Wee Herman.
Same. Same.
So
How old are you?
I'm 38.
So we're same
We're the
age.
same age.
Bro, Pee Wee. I say that every time. Blippi is Pee Wee Herman.
So Gray watches Blippi.
Yeah.
He's a
But he loves Coco Melon.
No.
Loves Coco Melon.
So,
Great knows all the songs. It's so funny.
But they're all the same. That's my issue with Cocomelon.
You think so?
They
Parker
are all the
watches.
same. They have the same beat, but they change the words. Like
She
one's about
watches it
peas, one's
also?
about. Oh yes, oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I sing it in my sleep.
Nothing.
Bro, give
Lucky.
Bowen another shot, man. It's like
Don't
he
do
will
it.
not. I'm shocked. I still have no idea how we got involved with Blippi. It
Okay.
came on YouTube for one apparent reason. I think the babysitter clicked on it, and it was just like done.
Is
for.
it
I
a
seen it.
show or a concert? What
Help
do
me
you call
out.
it?
Oh,
It's a
Blippi?
show.
Yeah.
It's Pee Wee Herman. Remember Pee Wee
but-
Herman?
It's
I-
like it's a
I
guy.
did watch Pee Wee Herman. I'm not that much younger than you guys, but is it a show?
It's
a
a show.
Okay.
It's a guy going around.
A cartoon.
No,
Oh.
it's a guy. It's literally a guy in suspenders,
Yeah.
a blue and orange hat,
Yep.
and he goes around and he plays with toys.
Yep.
He goes to like
He has
kids-
themes though for each show, right? Like he
Yeah.
has like a dinosaur
Yep.
show. Yeah.
I know
Go-
exactly who he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know exactly who he is. Parker, she now knows how to use my phone, so she picks her own shows.
Yeah.
And I was wondering who that was. He has a funny hat
He has a funny
Yeah.
hat.
and overalls.
I follow him on Instagram.
No way.
Is
His-
he always in character?
No,
On
his
Instagram?
name's Steven
Yeah.
something.
Did you see that meme?
I know. Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I was the one who actually
Yeah, you
published
sent it.
Yeah,
or
I sent it to you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
What is it?
It's like I've only seen Blippy as Blimpy, but
Right.
I guess the girls think
He's an
hot.
attractive
Oh,
guy if
really?
you actually follow him.
Yeah.
Not my wife and everyone else who we send this meme to. But yeah, he's a good guy. The thing with him is he was a comedian back in the day.
So he's older.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he.
I don't think he's
I think
that
he's
old.
like I don't know. I think he's our age. So
Have you seen, okay, we'll get back to this in a second. I need to know, have you seen the new Blue's Clues?
yes.
So the guy, his name is Steve. Or Steve might have been the old one. Anyways,
Steve was the old one.
the new guy, I looked at his Instagram and he's like this smoking hot.
So you follow him then.
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe it. Just doesn't seem to add up.
Steve, I will after the show. I will forward you Steve's profile for you to take a look.
Oh, I need
Steve's
to
a
see
good
it.
look. He's a good looking guy. I think.
Yeah,
So
And I'll send you songs on Spotify, Blippy.
perfect.
Yeah, I know them all
I
now.
heard you're enjoying Spotify.
Yeah, whole different story. Back to it.
Fishing.
Fishing, fakeness. I don't
Not a
fish.
fisher. Okay.
My dad always tried to get me to fish. I didn't think it was entertaining.
No.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, my kid has a fishing pole. I will take him if he wants to.
Yeah.
Because I'll do whatever he wants. But right now, I'm good right now.
Okay.
So-
All right. Fakeness. Pacifiers.
Fakeness. My
Fakeness.
kid never liked a pacifier. He
Okay.
had those like animal ones that like the stuffy, like the cloth ones.
It starts with a W.
Yeah, and he would really just suck on the cloth
Mm.
like animal. He would never actually do the nipple.
Okay.
So
Last one. Disney World.
yeah, I knew you were gonna bring that up.
You've been a couple of times.
Yeah,
huh?
so that's a greatness, but it's the fact that like, you've been. Have you been?
It was a long time ago.
Have you been?
Yeah. As a
I
kid.
have gone as an adult. Yes.
You have.
Yes.
So to me, it's like a part of my childhood that like was a very positive part.
Mhm.
So I really just want to like give that to my kid in the future also.
Yeah.
So like that's why it's like for us it's greatness. We try not to talk about it because there's like anti-Disney people
Mhm.
that you're like, oh my God, this person's a Disney fan. But for us, yes, we're closet Disney greatness.
Love it.
So-
Love it. All right. So let's get to know Jordan, the father. All right. Alyssa.
Let's get to the good stuff.
some
So
questions.
I just have to mention, you're one of the OG dads to me in the
Thank you.
whole Rev'd community and beyond, because you had your baby just a little bit after Grayson was born. Grayson was June and Bone was July.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you guys so kindly.
Actually,
No.
Oh, wait.
Grayson's a year,
Yeah.
year
Oh.
older.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But like
well,
no one else had a kid at that time.
Yeah.
he
So-
was around the same time
Yes.
as Malachi.
Yes.
So I still think of you guys as some of the OG parents, and you brought Bowen to my wedding and he was only
like a
10
month
days old.
Yeah, something like that.
not even. So I just look up to you as a dad and your wife as a mom as well. So I want to hear from you. What is your favorite part about being a dad?
So right now, I like how he's developing
Yeah.
and how he's becoming his own like personality.
Yeah.
As a like from 0 to 6 months, yeah, that's the cute part.
Mhm.
However, like they don't do anything. They're just sitting there sleeping, either crying. Now he's 2.5. I absolutely, I find it funny. The babysitter gave him a hockey stick. Now he's like going around playing hockey in the house, in which I tell him to put the stick down. He's just the happiest kid, and to see, and it kind of scares me, but to see how much happiness and joy he has right now, it's like absolutely unbelievable.
Do you have a favorite moment with him in your last 2.5 years that just exuded happiness?
So it goes back to Disney. I
Yeah.
hate to say this, but I have a great picture on my phone in which he saw Mickey for the first time and was absolutely ecstatic and smile ear to ear, and it was like I was trying to be in the moment, but we're still taking a ton of pictures at the
Yeah.
time, and that's what I remember also. That was great.
That's
So
I will say it's very nice that we are in a generation that we do have our phones. I know that people have their opinions about it, but to be able to capture moments
yeah,
like that, because you'll never forget
Yeah.
that. Now you'll be able to actually see it
yep.
too.
It's crazy. I'll see like old pictures and
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Or a video. And I'm like, I give them props for however they took those pictures.
Oh, you
And
mean like old
yeah, like
videos? Yeah.
our parents.
Yes.
And they had like,
Yes.
they go to the games with the big VHS.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
had to look in
That's like commitment.
yep.
Yeah.
So
What is the hardest part about being a dad?
right now, COVID's definitely one in
Yeah.
which we can talk later about that.
Yeah.
But the phone is great, but there are times in which I just have to like try to get away from it.
Mm.
I get home and I'm constantly on the phone with emails. My job distracts me a lot, even at home when I try not to bring it home. It would be great to just put the phone down,
Yeah.
and I think that's the hardest thing is to try to be in that moment at the time.
So be present with him.
So
That's actually, I was just going to ask you too. So tell the people a little bit about what you do. And I know you have a very high powered, important job. And there's a couple different parts of this question. So, number one, how do you balance doing all that you've done or all that you are doing to be able to provide for your son? And number two, talk to us a little bit about what the last year and a half has looked like for you, because I know it's been a challenge.
So I'm a primary care doctor. So I'm in the health field. My wife is also a nurse in the health field. Um, it's been extremely difficult. My practice shut down for real life appearance with patients for maybe about a week or two, but then we opened back up. My wife has been um, actually, I would describe it as in hell.
Yeah.
For when she was working, she was in the ICU with nothing but COVID people. Um, Down where I work, we were going to open up a facility for rehab for all COVID, in which a lot of the doctors didn't want to be a part of. A lot of doctors were actually scared, especially outpatient doctors. They really didn't want to deal with COVID.
Did
So
you
they,
find that just around where in the people that you worked with or in general?
So when I talk to my other friends all over the United States, a lot of them were scared. But where I was down in South Massachusetts, it was very difficult to get that facility up and running. A lot of doctors actually did not want to do it.
Sure.
Now it never came to occur because our numbers went down. But I was one of maybe 5 doctors that were willing to actually go in.
That's incredible.
I actually and it was actually extremely scary. My I also go to a nursing home and a rehab in which at the beginning of COVID, my facility got a few positive COVID cases, and then shit hit the fan. I hate to say it, but it did.
Yeah.
In which once you get COVID in a facility, you can't get it out. So I was dealing with COVID all over the place at that facility. And then patients would come in. I love my patients. I have over 4,000 patients. So I see about 30 patients a day.
Wow.
And one patient on a Friday came in. She didn't mean to lie, but she wasn't feeling well. She never told me it. And then I found out that she actually was positive. She had a bandana on. I could feel the breath on her. And then a week later, I myself got COVID. I wear it proudly.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that like I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that got COVID that you would never actually know that they got COVID. They don't
Sure.
talk about it.
Yeah.
I actually bring it up often to my patients to tell them you don't want it. Get the vaccine.
Yeah.
It knocked me out for 10 days, and it took me about 4 months to actually feel absolutely back to myself.
And what does that mean for your family too?
I was gone. That was one of my most fearful thing with my wife and my son. It was a Friday. I felt a little tickle in my throat, and it was a week after I saw the patient. I didn't think anything of it. The next day, it got worse, and my wife was working, and I said, "Let me go get tested," and I had to take my kid with me. He was in the back of the car. I didn't have mask on. I was feeding him chicken nuggets, and I went to go to my facility to get tested. Within 15 minutes, I was positive,
Wow.
and I was absolutely freaking out. Like,
Wow.
did I hurt my kid? Did I hurt my wife?
You didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. Which I'm still shocked of how my wife didn't get it because we slept in the same bed for 2 nights beforehand
Yeah.
and nothing happened. And my son didn't get it, and he was involved with another exposure and never got it. So this year has been very difficult, and it's been difficult for a lot of people. I actually know doctors who passed away also, um, but it's been extremely difficult uh, at my house.
Do you think that Bowen truly understands? I mean, he's young enough that luckily or hopefully years from now, we'll just be able to tell our kids, hey, guess what? You survived this.
So,
But how did it affect him?
so
Were you guys gone a lot?
what I do, and I don't know if you do this with your son, from day one that he was born, I bought a blank book and I wrote in it to him as a journal.
Oh, wow.
So, and it's not like, okay, your first steps and first this. It's like, hey, so I dropped you off. You fell off the bed,
Yeah.
and like we didn't know
love
what
that.
to do. We were terrified. We took you to the doctor right away. Because it's good to hear those stories, but to know like the date and everything, and actually at that time, like how I was feeling, like he's gonna think of me as like the dad that knows everything, and it's
Yeah.
like, no, we all go through fatherhood um as a journey that we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
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 And I wanted to really focus on that. So my journal to him and my journal to the second son, which I'm gonna have to do that since you can't just do one, you have to
You
do
gotta.
both. So, but my goal is to have that, so when he finally has a son or a daughter, I can give it to him and say, okay, you might be going through a ton of stuff that you don't understand, but here is me, and you think I knew everything, and I didn't. And so that's what I do. That's what I'm doing right now with Bowen. I did write in the journal about COVID that how for 10 days I didn't know what was going to happen. My oxygen did drop once, but it came back up. Nothing. I was not hospitalized or anything like that. So
We're thankful that you
thank
made
you.
it out okay.
But I'm
Yeah,
hoping you guys
that's-
are writing journals.
Yeah, I
No,
like
that's
that. I
such-
like that. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I think of my phone as my journal
Yeah.
because I started doing that in the beginning and then I just got too overwhelmed and stopped. But I love that idea of just saying, hey, from my voice, this is what I did today. I dropped you today
Yeah.
and you're fine. So
Dropping
it's
was
good.
bad.
Yeah.
I gave him a sparkler in which he burned
Oh,
himself.
Yeah. Oh,
And that was
yes.
pretty bad. So I wrote in that journal saying I screwed up completely.
We make mistakes.
We make
learn.
mistakes.
We're all just making it up as we go along.
The other thing
right?
I did, and I don't know if you did this, is I bought a bottle of whiskey. I'm not a drinker, but I'm like, okay. And I put duct tape at the back of the bottle, and I opened it up the first day he was born.
Mm.
And then I took a sip of it, and then every like milestone, like baptism, graduation, stuff like that, I'm gonna drink a little to celebrate his life.
Oh,
And then I'm hoping when he gets married, we can celebrate together, and it will
You'll
be the
pass it
bottle,
to him.
and it will be the bottle that is that
Finish
I've
it
been
off.
using it for him. Yeah. So I
you
have
taking
all
notes
these
over there?
things.
These are
Yeah.
good.
Did you
These
do
are
that?
great.
Nah, we're gonna talk after. We're gonna talk after. Yeah.
These are good. Well, wow,
So-
Jordan, these are great ideas.
So I got another bottle for my second son.
So part
Yes.
2 of that question, and thank you for sharing all of that
Yeah.
because I know that it's been tough. So
Yeah.
But
I
Jordan-
appreciate you opening up.
Okay, not a drinker, but we
Not
have
a drinker.
We have drinks though.
We've had drinks.
Okay, all right,
So
You,
all right. Just getting clarification.
I've had drinks
had
with
drinks,
you.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to say I was an alcoholic. I'm not. I'm
No,
just
it's
like
okay. We all have, we're over 21.
yes.
So going back to the first part of that question, how do you balance it all? Taking care of your family, doing your very demanding job. What do you do for you time?
So I don't think we all have a lot of view time. Like we just don't. Um, what Chelsea does really well with me is she does give me time to like when I get home I have to like disrobe immediately.
Yeah.
I know COVID's not for mites, it's not on us, but I still don't want to hug my kid when I get home from seeing patients.
Yeah.
So I will go up to either a hot shower or a hot bath and just relax for 15 to 20 minutes. That's really my like my time. And
Yeah.
everyone laughs because on Instagram they talk about like how the dad's in the bathroom on the toilet all the time,
Yeah.
and it's like hours
Get it,
later.
right? Yeah.
And like Chelsea laughs about it because it could be me, but like I think that's my only way to decompress throughout the day. So
I mean, you're probably not alone in that. That's a
Yeah.
nice one.
But Jordan, you're a golfer too, right?
I
Yeah.
golf.
Okay.
I think I'm a golfer. I'm not a golfer. I do golf. I've been trying to get your dad to go out, and I'm hoping he hears
You gotta
this.
get him up here.
So
Yeah.
that I've been telling you to tell your dad multiple times
Yeah.
to go golfing.
Yeah. We'll get him up
Um,
here.
The sad thing is it's 4 hours. I will go if there's a group, if there's people that are like, hey, I want to go golfing. But
You ever just go to the range?
I go to the range. I might do like 9 holes, which is 2 hours. But like last year, I think I might have golfed maybe 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
not that much.
Yeah.
So I'm not good. I can hit the ball, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not,
You hit
not
it
that
straight?
good. I hit, yeah, but
Alright.
I'm just more of there to like just calm down and relax.
Yeah.
That's
So,
another thing that
Yeah.
you do
Yeah.
to.
yeah. And also, I want to say, Rev is
yeah.
an amazing way to actually get back to yourself. It's only an hour. I live close to Foxborough, so
Yeah.
it's really close to come here. It's a nice routine to have. Most of the babysitters that we have, they realize I usually try to do three times a week. Now with COVID and everything that's going on, it's usually two times a week, and the babysitters are well aware that Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings, it's my time and Chelsea's time for about an hour or two.
Yeah.
So,
That's great.
so thank you guys. So
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
That's what we're here
Thank you.
for. It's nice when you have a support system that understands
Yep.
that
Yeah.
you need to do
Yeah.
that for you. So let's talk about number 2
number
on
2.
the way.
Yes.
Are you excited? What are your thoughts? Are you nervous? What is it? What's it like?
So we have been trying for a while. We finally, when we're at Disney, I can't believe we keep talking about Disney, but
It's
when we're at
okay.
Disney, Chelsea surprised me with that. She literally took pregnancy test, I think the first day, and came back positive. It's a boy, which I'm excited. I'm really excited, and one major reason why we wanted to have another a child is COVID's extremely isolated.
Yeah.
If you are trying to play it safe, you're not really seeing a lot of people, and to have a child that's 2, he needs socialization,
Sure.
and it would be nice to actually have him have a buddy. I have 2 brothers, 1 sister, but I'm really close to my one brother, Justin. And to me, to realize that Bowen's having is going to have a brother, just reminds me of all the good times I have and had with my brother. So
What's the age difference with all of your family?
my brother and I are 17 months apart.
Okay.
My sister, I think, is 2 years older than my brother. I'm the baby.
Yep.
And my other brother is like 8 years older. So that's why my brother and I, Justin, we're 2 peas in a pod. I'm actually going to be seeing him tomorrow.
Oh, good.
So he's down in Florida.
What do you think that Bone will be like as an older brother?
If he stays how he is in society, for some apparent reason, just allows him to be a happy kid, I think he's going to be just a really, really happy kid, a happy brother. Um, I, I, I pray and I hope that that's what he's going to be. So
Yeah.
I can't imagine him otherwise,
Yeah.
unless something happens in school or something. But that's just my mind going in a negative
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, I think of that at times. I'm like, wow, he's so happy, and I pray no one negatively like changes him. So
Yeah. Wait, so speaking on that, Jordan, like your kids or Bowen's super young.
Yeah.
You got one on the way. What's your biggest fear? Um, we just spoke to Alyssa's father, who's older, and his kids are grown, but the kids being so young. What's your biggest fear?
Well, I would think it would. It sounds so like I hope it's not deep, but I'm really fearful of like society, and
Yeah.
I'm not saying it as like I'm gonna isolate my child or anything, but like, um,
What part of society?
kids can be mean.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
kids can be absolutely mean, and like this kid loves his monster trucks. He loves like Lightning McQueen. Like, there's nothing negative about this kid, and like my fear is like one day, like he just gets picked on, and it's like I don't like I pray I would know how to handle that, and I
Yeah.
just think I'm just gonna be like an angry dad saying, okay, who's the kid, and like
Yeah.
let me destroy his mom and dad.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest fear. I don't know what your dad said, but
I don't think you're alone in that. He basically said the same thing. He was saying that his biggest fear was having his daughters hurt,
yeah,
which is
okay.
this. I think we probably would
Well, that-
all agree. It's
Yeah. And it was great to, I was telling him he's been a father longer than we've been alive.
Yeah.
And that was one of his, those are some of his worst moments is seeing his
that would be
kids.
horrible.
Yeah. Right.
Especially
And
like kids are so happy.
yes.
Right.
And
Like,
he
Gray is
mentioned,
happy, Parker's happy.
yeah.
It's
And
like,
and he mentioned, the cause of it being someone else. That's
yeah.
the toughest. Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
the kid that's gonna be the bully is usually the kid that has a broken family.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah. Yeah. You
But like
never know.
either
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's like it's still just a negative thing that
Yeah.
you just don't want your kid to be involved. But you have to. Like he
Yeah.
can't just
Mhm.
not stay. He can't stay at home. Like we're taking him to preschool in September actually.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think about that all the time. It's
so
tough.
sad.
It's very it's because of the way that society is today.
yeah.
We don't know what it was like for our parents when we were growing up, but I definitely agree that it's something I think about quite
I feel
often.
like we're
Is
old.
we
Like
are,
we're saying back in my day, and
We're-
it's like,
we're
but
getting
it's
there.
yeah, but
We're
that's what it
getting
feels like.
there.
It's like, wow, back in my day, I don't think it was that bad, and like
right.
social media is horrible.
Right.
Kids, I have a ton of young adults. I see over 16, and like a lot of young females are just it's horrible with social media. They can't turn it off.
Yeah.
Depression's going up.
Yeah.
And I'm just that's my fear. That's
Yeah.
my fear.
You guys are just too cool.
Yeah.
No,
Who?
you two.
Why?
You didn't get bullied.
Oh, I got bullied.
Oh, you
I
did?
got
Oh, I got
bullied.
bullied. That's why I'm fearful.
That's why I'm awesome.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
hear
I'm
you.
Standing
fearful.
up
I'm like,
to-
I really don't want that to happen to my
Yeah.
kid.
No, that's yeah.
I couldn't be a professional athlete.
Nah,
I was not
nah.
that popular. Like
that didn't happen until I was older. So
okay.
yeah.
No, I never
But
had
even with soccer, growing up, being black and playing soccer,
Yeah.
that was like
Oh yeah, God.
I
yeah.
got bullied by all the blacks at the school. You
We
know,
need a whole
For
episode
real?
on that.
for playing soccer. I mean,
Blacks
yeah.
didn't like you to be playing soccer.
Well, blacks didn't play soccer. You know, I was supposed to be playing basketball, which I did as well. But like soccer was my, I loved it, and
Never
they
would've
didn't
thought
understand
that they
it.
would have been
Yeah.
upset with you.
No, they weren't upset. Then once high school came and they realized I was good, they were in the stands
They just let
supporting
you-
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, Jordan, thank you
thank you.
so much. We appreciate you coming on here. One last thing.
Go for
Any
it.
advice you have for any dads that might be listening to this? Maybe one that has a son on the way. What's your number one piece of advice for any dads?
You really have to take it serious.
Yeah.
And you have to be involved. And before I came here, I actually, because I knew it was going to be Father's Day, I really wanted to look and see the statistics. And supposedly, and Barack Obama actually said this, that if you are not, if you haven't grown up with a father in your life, you have a 5% chance of living your life poor. You have a 9% chance of not graduating school, and you have a 20% chance of going to jail. So being a
Wow.
father actually means a lot.
Can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
Is there a difference between a dad and a father in your eyes?
Um, I believe there's a difference. Everyone can, everyone I believe, any person can be a father. But to be a dad, you actually have to be involved. You definitely have to be involved. Moms are great. It, um, they're the backbone of everything. But if a dad's not involved, there's going to be problems. So that's why I take it so serious. I also go with the concept that I want my kid to look back on me and be like, I don't know how he did it. Like,
Yeah.
there's a big spotlight on me, a big spotlight on you, and you really just don't want to screw it up because it can affect the child in the future so horribly.
You're doing a wonderful job.
Well, thank you.
You are.
Yeah. And that reminds me, I mean, shout out to all the guys that are father figures for,
Yes.
kids that aren't their kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
awesome. Yeah,
So
Thank you.
that's good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Yeah, Jordan, thanks
Thank
for
you.
being here, man. We appreciate you.
thank you guys.
We look up to
I
you.
appreciate you guys. also.
Greatness.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, you guys. Jordan Gularek. We'll see you next time, man.
Thank you.
All right.
This podcast is brought to you by Rev'd Indoor Cycling, whose mission is to provide affordable and inclusive experiences for all to discover their greatest potential. For more information about Rev'd, please visit the website revdindoorcycling.com.